She had the charisma, the talent, and the last name. Kate Hudson wasn't just another rising star. She was the golden girl of early 2000s Hollywood. She lit up every screen she touched, stole every scene, and seemed destined to dominate the industry for decades. And then, just as quickly as she rose, she disappeared from the spotlight. But her story didn't end there. Because while the cameras turned away, Kate Hudson was building something even more powerful, something far beyond Hollywood's reach. There was a time when Kate Hudson was everywhere. With her megawatt smile, effortless charm, and magnetic screen presence, she was the face of romantic comedies and the heartbeat of an era. Her breakthrough role as Penny Lane in Almost Famous earned her an Oscar nomination and catapulted her into stardom seemingly overnight. She wasn't just good, she was unforgettable. Critics called her the next big thing. Studios lined up to cast her. And audiences fell head over heels for the girl who could be hilarious, heartbreaking, and entirely captivating, all in the same scene. She followed that success with a string of hits like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, You, Me and Dupree, and Raising Helen. These weren't just box office wins, they were cultural moments. Kate Hudson became the archetype of the cool, confident, emotionally complex woman that millions aspired to be. And for a while, it seemed like she was unstoppable. But Hollywood is fickle. And fame, no matter how golden, doesn't guarantee longevity. By the mid-2010s, the momentum began to shift. The roles slowed down. The headlines changed. She wasn't leading every rom-com or walking every carpet. People started asking, what happened to Kate Hudson? But the truth is, Kate didn't vanish. She pivoted. While the world expected her to keep playing Hollywood's game, Kate Hudson was quietly rewriting the rules. She stepped back. Not because she had to, but because she wanted to. She started exploring something deeper than fame, freedom. She poured her energy into motherhood, raising 3 children away from the flashing lights. She leaned into her passions, launching wellness and fashion brands, including the now hugely successful Fabletics. She wasn't chasing roles anymore. She was creating them, in business, in life, on her own terms. And slowly, the world began to notice something. Kate Hudson hadn't disappeared. She had evolved. She was no longer just the rom-com darling. She was a mother, a CEO, a singer, a podcast host, and an emerging voice in women's entrepreneurship. In an industry that often sidelines women once they age out of ingenue status, Kate Hudson refused to fade. Instead, she reinvented herself. Her 2022 performance in Glass Onion, a knives-out mystery, reminded audiences exactly what made her special in the first place. She didn't just return. She snapped back into form with electric energy, proving she never lost the spark. It was a role that blended her comedic instincts with her deeper dramatic chops, and suddenly people remembered. Kate Hudson was never gone. We just stopped paying attention. She's also been slowly teasing a musical project, something deeply personal and unexpected. She's not rushing it, not promoting it like a comeback, but rather allowing it to unfold organically. That's the difference now. Kate Hudson doesn't need to prove herself to Hollywood anymore. She's already done it. What she's building now is something much more enduring, a legacy she owns completely. While many stars burn bright and fast, Kate's story is about longevity through reinvention. She didn't let herself be defined by a genre or a decade. She allowed herself to grow, to shift, and to build a life bigger than the screen. And now, as she reemerges, it's on her own terms. More mature, more grounded, more herself than ever before. Kate Hudson's disappearance from the spotlight wasn't a fall from grace. It was a strategic retreat, a step back to build something stronger, deeper, and more sustainable. And now, as she begins to step forward again, it's clear Hollywood didn't lose her. She simply outgrew it. Because in the end, Kate Hudson never needed the spotlight to shine. She was the light. And now, she's choosing where and how to shine it.